It's a good question. Battle Los Angeles Rams quarterbacks. Rams. Who better? Kurt Warner versus Matthew Stafford. This is a good one because they both won rings. Now, Aaron Donald with Stafford. He had Odell Beckham Jr. Had Cup as his receiver. But Kurt Warner had the greatest show on turf. Them cats he had could fly. They were bad. So who impressed me the most? Well, if you go by the romance of the story, you're going to thank Kurt Warner because he was bagging groceries and he was like John Starks, except he went to another level. He won it all. But same story, the unknown, didn't see it coming, turned into a movie. It was romanticized. Who has had the better career? Who moved me more? Stafford's going to have the better stats. Warner got the league MVP. And to be honest with you, I think if Stafford could lead the Rams to another Super Bowl and he wins, he would move up in the rankings. But right now, Stafford's one of those guys that he's not Aaron Rodgers, but he's not Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer. So it's a situation where he's kind of in an oddball situation. But is he better than Kurt Warner? That's a real interesting debate because who is the better of the two quarterbacks? And you're going to be kind of wondering that. It's going to kind of like jar with your mind. You're going to kind of like go, who was better of the two? Because they were both electrifying in their own way and their stories are very compelling. Who was the better of the two? I kind of like playing Jeopardy music if I can. Which way do I go? How does it kind of play? Who got the most of what they had? If you give Matthew Stafford what Kurt Warner had, and he's got numbers, because I used to call him Matthew Stat Pad, and he only had one Megatron, Calvin Johnson, his numbers would be crazy. Kurt Warner stunk with the Giants. It wasn't until he got to the Arizona Cardinals and Larry Fitzgerald that he regrouped and he led them to a Super Bowl. His legacy would have been interesting. See, that would have been an interesting story. Had he won there, he led two different teams. Stafford got a better situation. He's a better fit. So it's a great question. It's kind of like, how do I really weigh this? Because it's close when you think about the MVP award, but it all depends on what your argument is, what your crouch is, what your